When you think of superheroes, you probably think of Marvel and DC's billion-dollar giants, but long before the MCU and the Dark Knight trilogy, there was a janitor who fell into a barrel of toxic waste and became one of the weirdest, grossest, and most legendary heroes of all time. Today we're diving into the Toxic Avenger, the cult classic from 1984 that's still loved after 40 years. In 1984, Troma Entertainment, a tiny independent studio known for its outrageous and low-budget films, released a movie that no one saw coming. The Toxic Avenger told the story of Melvin, a nerdy janitor who was bullied relentlessly. One day, an accident sent him crashing into toxic waste, mutating him into a hideously deformed creature of superhuman strength. Instead of hiding away, Melvin became a violent but oddly lovable vigilante, cleaning up crime in his town of Tromaville. The film wasn't polished, it wasn't family-friendly, and it definitely wasn't what Hollywood expected. But that's exactly why it worked. The Toxic Avenger was everything mainstream Hollywood was afraid to be. Campy, bloody, offensive, and hilarious. It didn't try to be perfect. Instead, it embraced its cheap effects, crazy storylines, and absurd humor. Audiences quickly realized that behind the ridiculous violence and slime-covered monster was actually a story about justice, anti-bullying, and standing up for the little guy. Fans saw the Toxic Avenger as a different kind of superhero, one who wasn't polished or beautiful, but still stood for good. That sense of rebellion, the idea that imperfection could be powerful, is what made people fall in love with it. What started as a small, low-budget film grew into a cultural phenomenon. The movie spawned 3 sequels, an actual Saturday morning cartoon series called Toxic Crusaders, comic books, and even video games. Yes, parents were shocked that this R-rated gore fest somehow became kid-friendly merch, but it only added to the legend. The Toxic Avenger became more than just a film character. He became a mascot for outsider culture, for weird cinema, and for fans who loved movies that dared to be different. Troma, the studio behind it, embraced this cult following and turned Tromaville into a cinematic universe of its own. Now, 4 decades later, the Toxic Avenger is being reborn for a new generation. With stars like Peter Dinklage, Elijah Wood, and Kevin Bacon attached to the remake, it's clear that Hollywood finally recognizes what fans have known all along. The Toxic Avenger isn't just a silly monster movie, it's a legend. What started as a joke has become a symbol of creativity, independence, and cult cinema at its finest. So why is the Toxic Avenger still loved after 40 years? Because it's more than just a superhero story. It's proof that you don't need big budgets, fancy effects, or perfect heroes to make a lasting impact. Sometimes the strangest, slimiest, most outrageous ideas are the ones that stick with us forever. And maybe that's why to this day fans around the world still proudly say, "Long live the Toxic Avenger." If you grew up watching this cult classic or you're excited for the new remake, let me know in the comments. And if you love exploring the weird side of cinema, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into cult movies. Until next time, stay toxic, my friends.